tu vida. Jesucristo quiere cambiar tu vida. Arrepiéntese. Yo no sé qué hizo usted. Yo no sé a dónde caíste. Yo no sé.
All right, we're back in business. So I'll restart. All right, shalom, brothers and sisters in the truth. It's your brother Muatu Adawam. I'm coming to you from the city of San Jose, California, bringing you a live camp. And as you know, this is the year of the turn up that the apostle and elders from Great Millstone and the brothers out there that are putting out this truth and on the camp. Camp was really busy yesterday. A lot of camps all over the place. You know, from all the way from Florida all the way up to Alaska. I mean, the brothers was hot yesterday. So those of us who do it on a Sunday, you know, we're out here bringing out this truth, this gospel. Before we get started, I'd like to give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the teachers, elders, and apostles from Great Millstone. Also to you brothers out there that are putting on this truth faithfully, fearlessly, daily, feeding the sheep, waking up the house of Israel. All you sisters, all you brothers, Salakia, all you brothers and sisters out there that are tuning in, Shalom. All right, so as you know, this is the year of the turn up. And you know, Esau, we have war with Esau. Esau taking down our channels. I mean, they go into channels that I haven't even been on in months and taking down videos because it offends them because we're bringing out this gospel, this truth. And while everything else can go on there, Facebook, same one thing, they're doing those things and that, but this is the battle that we go with. We know that this devil is going to make war with the saints, but this is our mission, and we do this until the death, okay? Because this is who we serve. We serve the everlasting King that's going to return, Yahweh Shai, okay, to redeem his people of this doggone, dark, wicked, sinful queendom called America, aka Babylon. So I'm going to go into some scriptures and bring out some epistles today in regards to some of the wickedness of this place, but also the redemption that's been promised to us from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai of raising up his man in the last days, and also his people that he's going to use to overthrow this man, or at least give this man a bloody nose before he returns with the chariots and as the Lord of hosts to destroy this place. Let's start off with the book of Zacharias. This is the book of Zacharias. Let me make sure here I got what I'm going into here, because I actually had a particular set of scriptures that I want to go into. This is the book of Zechariah 11 and 5, and it says, now when you talk about Esau, aka the so-called white man that everybody wants to get along with, that everybody thinks is God on this earth, that everybody assumes there's no end to his kingdom, because why? He's written the history, and every history book that you've read in school has whose face on it? It has the so-called white man's face on it, okay, Esau. All right? Now, granted, we are prisoners of war, and as prisoners of war, what does that mean? We have to depend on this man for every doggone thing. And we were put here for that reason. So does that mean you quit your job? No. Does that mean you're going to be stupid? No. Okay? We're supposed to walk around, we're supposed to be, you know, wise as a serpent and harmless as dove, okay? So we have to survive and do what it takes to survive without doing wickedness or following his mandates to survive here. If you've made a mistake before, you repent. Let's go into the book of Zechariah chapter 11, because this man is a murderer, but we'll know what we understand about him. He doesn't take any type of ownership of his murders. And it said, this is the book of Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5, and it says, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, that they sell them, say, blessed be the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. Okay? Do our shepherds pity us? No. What our shepherds do is they set up these pulpit churches, okay? They don't teach you the dietary law, okay? They don't teach you that LGBTQ is incorrect, that you don't have to agree with that, okay? They don't teach you about the abomination, okay, that goes on here in America, bestiality, okay? The fact that you have people that are committing adultery, okay, fornication, okay, following lies and deception. They don't teach you all of that. What they teach you is let's join hand, you put some money in this collection plate, and you go back and go eat fried chicken and doggone fish or whatever and rice, and let's meet again next week, and we'll do some dance and, you know, some dance and singing, and then that's good, and you feel good about yourself, not understanding what they're doing is condemning you to damn death, because they're not bringing out this doggone truth, okay? But that's what we are set up for. The men of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai the true servants of the Lord are set up to bring out this truth. And that's why people don't like us. But we don't care. You see, that's the thing about it. We actually don't give a crap. We're not scared. We don't care. We're not afraid of Esau. We're not afraid of Jake. We're not afraid of anyone. We just come out and we do it. Let's go into the book of Jeremiah 49. Okay, this is the book of Jeremiah 49, starting with verse 10. Jeremiah and it says, 49. But I have made Esau a bear. And who is Esau? Esau is this so-called white man. Okay, he's a progenitor of Edom, the Edomites. Okay, there's no such thing as doggone white people. Show me a white person right now, give them $100 daggone dollars, because I've never seen one. All right. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. So right now, Yahweh Shem Yahshua has set up what? Men that can see Esau's trickery and his witchcraft and his sorceries as if you're looking at the doggone ground in broad daylight. Okay? We understand right now that they're trying to say that this Omicron is going to end this pandemic, when in fact, they're preparing to bring out the doggone microchip. In fact, it's already here. They're actually doing human trials as we speak right now. And they're not even hiding it. Why? They can't hide it. Because his prophecies are bringing it out. See, Esau has to be the bad guy. Why? Because he was created as a son of perdition. The man that's going to go into destruction. You see, if my advice to all you damn so-called white people, go there, drink, do drugs, fornicate, do whatever you want, screw animals, do whatever the hell you want. This is your kingdom. Because at the conclusion of this kingdom, you're going to be rounded up, put into slavery. Those of you who survive the chariots and destruction of Yahushua's return, okay, and put into doggone slavery, where you will be reincarnated through these wicked men who are going to go into slavery first, the kings. You see, because when Israel was put into bondage, who do you think that they put into bondage first? The kings, the royal family, okay? So right now, today, the royal family is being awakened. You have the 144,000 men, 12 men from each one of these tribes, okay, for the 12 tribes, okay, that are testifying this truth, and you have the one-third elect of Israel. These are the ones who did not reject Yahushua when he was on earth. The rest of these wicked, doggone Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, rejected him when he was here. You prefer to have a damn murderer, Barabbas, and those thieves to be spared by Pontius Pilate, than to spare your king, who was here to sacrifice himself in a lower state for you. But you chose him. We want Barabbas. And that's what you're doing here right now. Okay? You want Biden, you want Trump, you want this, you want that. Okay? You don't want the scriptures. Let's continue on here. Leave thy fatherless children, I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. For thus said the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? So this so-called white man really believed that he can go hang you, do all this wickedness for 4 centuries and counting, not to mention all the other empires, you know, in the first Roman Empire, the Babylonian Empire, the Persian Empire, the Medes Empire, okay? Do all of this wickedness, but he's gonna go unpunished, because they really believe, and they've got the whole world under the influence that they are the chosen people. How the hell you can be the chosen people, and if you're out there and doggone Israel and Tel Aviv hosts the biggest homo party on earth. So it's such a great party, homo abominable party, that the homos from around the world go over there. It's like a mecca of doggone sodomy. All right? When you can go into Revelation and can tell you and describe, where's the 12 gates? Why is there war? When Yahushua promised there would not be any type of war, only fear when he returns. So we know the real Jews are not back in their homeland yet. The real Jews are here, okay, in this wicked kingdom. Come on. You calm today. I like that. I like that. I ain't got nothing against your sister. I ain't got nothing against your sister. You can cuss me if you want. That's fine. For I have sworn by myself, said the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua, that Bozrah, and Bozrah is another name for America. Okay? It's another name for America. Shall become a desolation and a reproach, a waste and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual wastes. I have heard a rumor from the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua, an ambassador sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye together and come against her and raise up to the battle. Do we see in the news right now going on that there is a battle that might be taking place?
Yeah.
Now, even though right now, World War III, right now, which we always talk about, is not going to take place until this happens. This has to happen first. The thing about it, we don't have that much time because right now they're doing trials. They're doing trials this year. They're doing trials already, in which they're going to bring this charagma out. This charagma is, and we use the word charagma because YouTube's YouTube algorithm, when we say chip, they take the video down, whatever the case like that. But I can edit it. But microchip, that's what they're bringing out. The brain chip right now, they're using human trial this summer. Now, how does the devil work? You think the devil was a snake, or the snake, there was an actual snake that spoke to Eve in the garden? No, man, that was the so-called white man, okay? That was Esau. And Esau is reincarnated to what you see him right now, which is the dragon, okay? So that's why you see he started off as a snake, okay? What is a snake? Slithery, you know, smooth talk, sweet talk. And that's how he got, that was how he was able to get Eve. Because he guiled her. He guiled her. He said, hey man, come on, if you do this and you do that, you can get this and that. And we can see this today with our women. Our women are very vain as hell, man. You can give them all you want, they will still run to the next man that can give them just a little bit more like that. Because they have no loyalty, okay? Our women are sick and decrepit, okay? And disloyal. Alright? Also, Edom should be desolation. Everyone that goeth by it should be astonished and shall hiss at the plagues thereof. So we've got great judgment that's coming to this place. Great judgment. Horrible, horrible judgment.
Jeremiah 21.
Oh yeah, I got Jeremiah. And it goes verse 18. As an overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, said the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell within. Okay? So that's this place here is going to be like a monument, like a Jurassic Park for the rest of these nations. Now, there's 18 nations. Esau, Edomites are the only nation that actually is not going to get salvation. So these Moabites, these Hamites, these Ishmaelites, these Edomites, they're in luck. They're going to get judged. They're going to go into slavery, but they're going to actually reincarnate, okay, and live, prosper after 1,000 years of slavery first, of course, okay. They're going to go through that. Hey, they got to. We went through it. We didn't go through slavery this time here. The only difference is that this time, they actually have pictures that they can take of this and drawings. We went through slavery. This is our 7th time. So that tells you how stubborn our people are. Our people are stubborn as doggone hell. We don't require much to have a good time. Seriously. And that's why these other nations are jealous of us. The NBA guys, for example, they practice with they take a bicycle, the spoke of a bike, take the spokes of the bicycle wheel, nail it on a tree, and they practice dribbling that one ball in a whole neighborhood, okay? And they go then to do those spectacular things. Yet still, these Edomites, these soft, so-called white children and stuff, that they gotta get the nice basketball, this and that, the matching shorts and all of this crap. I can't dribble work crap, okay? You take the blacks and Latinos of this place and the Native American of this place, and this place will fall apart in a heartbeat. That's the reason why right now it's falling apart right now. There's nobody to mow the lawn or do anything. Are you think these Edomites are going to do it? Hell no. All right. So this place is going to have a spectacular judgment that's going to be coming to it, and that's going to be a beautiful thing because why? We finally are going to get our kingdom. All right. Let's go into the book of. Who do I have next here? Let's go into the book of Genesis here, because Esau. What you got to understand about Esau here? Okay, this is a crybaby. This is a doggone crybaby, and I can tell you, when all hell breaks loose, you're gonna see the suicide rate of these so-called white people jump up like significantly, and these doggone so-called Asian people. Okay, these Hamites and these are Moabites and these are Ammonites. Why? Because they're conditioned to having it all. They're not used to not having it, so they haven't gone through this type of tribulation. Now let's go to the book of Genesis, and this is Cain. Now Cain was the beginning part of Esau. So you had the snake, you had Cain. After Cain, you had Esau, and now what you have right now. Okay, because he's Edomite running the show. So Esau is reincarnated. So now at Cain, behold, thou hast driven me out of this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid. And I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth, and it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. Why did Cain say that? Now Cain already murdered Abel, and when Yahweh Shimei Shai asked him, he goes, where's your brother? He said, am I brother's keeper? Okay, taking no damn responsibility. You know you'd already murdered him. Okay, so he got the judgment because he was not giving, at that time when we were doing the sacrifice to the Most High, which was the animals, you have to give your best, okay? The most tender lamb to him. No, just like you see with the so-called white man in this greed today, and that's how you can always identify this man. He can't hide, okay? It's how he does things. He expects to be exalted, have the highest position in the job where he's unqualified for, okay? Now, they've been hiding, a vagabond is somebody that's hiding from, is a fugitive who's hiding from justice. That's why they call French, Spanish, okay? We had two jabronis came up here just now. He's like, I asked him, hey, what tribe are you from? Well, I'm from Spain and all that. Give me a straight answer. I'm not here to BS with you, man. If you want that crap, you go over there for that, okay? You're gonna get hurt over here with the word, okay? Seriously, you're gonna get hurt horribly. Because you need to come up real quick and identify who you are. Other than that, this is not for you. Keep walking. Okay? I'm not here for the Edomites, the Hamites, or any of your body. If you are Native American, Spanish, or Negro, this word is for you. Whether you here or for there. Everybody else, go take a walk. I encourage you to go do drugs and then jump in front of the vehicle and die. We don't care. We're not here for you. Now he came here and he was trying to waste time, and he quickly got dismissed. We don't have time for this, okay? So as you can see here, he's a vagabond. He does not take responsibility, okay? Right now, 5 Edomites will walk up here, and if you talk about this, you know what they'll say, well, that was a long time ago, I didn't do it. Oh yes, you are. You see, you are your fathers. That's the reason why we are punished every 4th generation. We are brought back to life. So if I drop dead right now, my spirit go to the Most High, Yahweh Shimei Shai, and then he sends me back in the 4th generation. Now, whatever wickedness I was doing, that's exactly how my judgment is going to be. So that's why you see some people, they die horribly, even as babies. You go, whoa, well, that was a drive-by, that baby got shot in the head. No, that was a judgment. This is a judgment, and this is a harsh thing. That Israel needs to understand. And if you don't, and if people can't take that, let's go back and look at the flood. Okay? How many lives we saved? 8. The entire population of Earth, the Most High only saved 8. He saved 8. And he gave Noah specific instructions on how to build that ark in order to save. So we have specific instruction in these last days on how we have to keep these laws, okay, to the best of our ability, how we have to go out there, servants of Yahweh Shai, and preach this gospel, okay, and the tribulation we have been told what we are going to face. Some of us are going to be put to death, beheaded, okay, put in these internment camps. We're going to have to go and leave our homes and everything and go run out in the desert to go hide from this man. Because we know, well, we know they're coming after us, and we already know we're on their list. Okay? A lot of us on their list. Great Millstone is on the list. It's on the death squad list. And we already know it, which is great. That's awesome. Let's go to 2 Thessalonians 2. And this is 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 3. So it says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. And who is the son of perdition? Esau, the so-called white man. Not only here in America, but across this whole earth. See, the Most High Yahweh Shimei Shai is doing a wonderful work right now. He's got these Edomites now going to go fight each other and kill each other. And that's that judgment. There's that judgment that's in Revelation that talks about 1/3 of man, the Son of Man, are going to be put to death. Okay? And that's a great judgment that's coming. Continuing, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is so-called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God, I'm going to read it verbatim, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Every picture you look at in the damn book in the Bible, what does it have? And some old dude sticking his finger out there to touch another naked so-called white dude there, you know, and that's this old dude. Now, why in the hell would you think that doggone master of the universe, the creator of the universe, would be some old, weak, sick-looking dude? That tells you that crap what this doggone man is, man. Okay? Because why? That's the reason why you see people worship Santa Claus. What is he? Some old dude that lived forever, but you know he comes to your chimney. Okay? So he had changed during the Renaissance. He had changed the faces of the angels and angels. the Most High, Yahweh Shai, the kings and the princes. Why? If he was to let everyone know that, wait a minute, okay, that these people in this chart here were the kings and the rulers of the world during that 1,000 years of that conveniently they call the Dark Ages, that somehow the so-called white man don't have any history of, okay, except the bubonic plague that they talk about. Then the people will look at you a lot different. But what do people look at you when they look at you right now? I tell the man, here's the deal. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. No matter how smart you are, who you or what you have accomplished in this life, they will still look at you as a nigger, spick, or wetback. Whatever the hell they want to do it like that. And you know what? That's your damn business. I know exactly what's going to come to pass like that. See, there's a difference between you and I. See, we have the spirit of survival because we're built like that. No other creation could go through what we have gone through. But they will go through this 1,000 years. Okay, continuing. Amen. Thessalonians here. So he exalted himself. Okay, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now you know that withhold it, that he might be revealed in his time. And we right now, this man is being revealed. He's trying to stop this truth from coming true. See now, this is what they like over there. Everybody will come around you when you have a table set up with doggone food to give like that. I could have 300 people out here right now setting up a damn table, but they're not getting anything out of it. So this is your daily bread here, okay? This is your damn daily bread right here, because okay, these word and these truth is what's gonna be, okay, to keep you alive during the time when all of this falls apart, when there's no more food, when there's no more jobs.
That's right.
And all hell break, they're going loose. And let me tell you something here. I'm going to tell you right now, even the apostles, okay, the man who taught the man who taught me, okay, that tells you where I'm at the bottom here. Even are afraid. We worry about it. Why we worry about it? Because we understand the kind of power that we worship. See, Yahweh Shai is not a man to reason with like that. No. He's coming back for his kingdom. Do you think that Yahweh Shai, who was hung from a tree, not nailed gently and tied with a rope, who's hung from a tree, beaten, humiliated, is coming back to negotiate with this wicked man? I say, you know what he saw? I tell you what, bygone is bygone. That happened like 4,000 years ago. So let me give you an island, and we'll do some little trading. No. Okay, I'm going to read exactly what he's going to put into his people that he doesn't want to do to this man. Okay, so let's go into the book of Job. This is the book of Job 7. Let's go into the book of Job 7 here. This is Job chapter 7. Okay, now you think of all the death that goes on here, from babies to women, kids, you think about it and go, man, they got put to death like that, man, that was a good person and all that stuff. And Esau have you in this perpetual emotional state. That's why you see the men in this nation are so doggone feminine. The women rule over them. The kids rule over them. The men are feminine. See, the reality is that the men of Yahweh Shai, the men of Israel, are supposed to have multiple wives. When I say multiple wives, you're supposed to have about 7 to 100. And then concubines on top of that. In this judgment, part of our punishment is, you be lucky if you even get a damn woman. And if you get a woman, she holds sex from you and everything and all the other stuff like that as if she's doing you a damn favor. So these women right now are ruling over the man. And why? It's because you have a man. If Esau was to stay in power for another 50 years, you will not even have any families any doggone more. Because right now, the biggest thing that Esau has our man doing is wearing skirts and high heels. Skirts and high heels. And if they can't get a so-called African-American man to do it, they're going over there and getting these Hamites. And that's the reason why they want to label you a damn black man, because they can just pick any of these doggone bush monkeys from over in Africa to go and do what they want to go doggone do. You see? And that's the subjection of fool. We expose this man. Now it says, remember, this is Job 7. It says, remember, I pray thee, whoever perish, being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? Okay? If I got put to death right now, was I innocent? No, I was wicked as damn hell. I don't even know what I did in my previous life. I don't even know how I was put to death the last time I was living. Nor do you. So that's the reason why we have to wake up every day and give thanks and glory to Yahweh Shai that he allowed us to live a next day. Because you don't know what kind of demonic crap you was doing in your previous life. You don't know. Okay? You don't know. And that's the reason why you have deja vu sometime like that. Why? That's your spirit. That's your spirit. See, our spirit is eternal. But this body is just this is just a vessel we use, you know, to walk, breathe, and interact. Okay, but our spirit is eternal. So when we get that new body, okay, which is the reason why you see Esau right now doing all these cybergenetics and all these other stuff like that. Because why? He's trying to have a way how he's going to be able to fight the man who Yahweh Bashim Yashai is going to get that spiritual powers too. Okay, even right now you can take any. When you look at boxing, who the top boxers? It's going to be doggone Issachar and the Negroes, man. Always the top boxers. Okay, now Gad, the tribe of Gad don't do boxing. Okay, they don't do boxing, but see, they don't talk about the tribe of Gad. They was handing their ass to them thing there. But see, the only reason why Gad didn't put them to death is because Gad have to go through that. You really believe doggone 50 doggone white boys, so-called white boys, can come over here and take out the Native American Indian? Man, they was scalping them up. Gad was tearing them up. Gad was tearing them up, okay? But, again, the reason why you had 1,000 slaves on a plantation, 6 Edomites, 6 so-called white people, and nobody killed them. And so you can ask yourself that question, why did that happen? It's because we had to go through this. We are in judgment, which is coming to the end. That's the only logical sense. That makes no damn sense. Okay? That makes absolutely no doggone sense as to why you would have, there will be no resistance. Okay? Let's go into the book of Isaiah. Let's go into the book of Isaiah 45, starting verse 7. It says, now, people go, well, wickedness is by chance, okay? Some people are just wicked. So people don't believe that Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, the Most High, who they ignorantly call God and Jesus, can do wicked. Really? Here's the book of Isaiah chapter 7. Here's the book of Isaiah chapter 45 verse 7 says, I form the light, I create darkness, I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, do all these things. So who creates evil? The Most High.
Most High.
Who creates good? The Most High. So who's controlling all the wickedness and death on this earth?
The Most
High. So why in the hell would you fear the so-called white man? And that's why we look in the camera every day and laugh at this doggone man. You are a cave beast and an abased man who's been given the privilege. And this is your consolation prize, Esau. Okay? Because see, Jacob. So Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning. We got next. And that's why we speak boldly to this man, okay? He has no power over you. The so-called white man has no doggone power over you unless Yahweh Shem Yahshua give him the power. And that's why you have men boldly stand up either in a group or by themselves or go anywhere in this doggone country and speak out loud and bold. Right in their doggone face, on YouTube, and anywhere like that. And we're going to call them by their doggone name. And they know exactly who we are. All right? Because you can't do nothing. And you've been warned not to touch the servants of Yahweh Shai. Well, we know you're going to test that. And we have a scripture for that too, exactly what happens when Esau tests that. All right? So, let's go into the book of Ecclesiastes, okay? Because now we understand that the Most High, okay, the Most High, He creates evil and He creates good, okay? So this is the book of Ecclesiastes 12, starting with verse 10. It says, the preacher sought to find out acceptable words, and that which was written was upright, even words of truth. The words of the wise are as goads and as nails fastened by the masters of assemblies, which are given from one shepherd. And further by these, my son, be admonished, of making many books there is no end, and much study is a weariness of the flesh. And I have to make sure that I got the right one there. Yep. To 11. All right, these guys are doing this stuff there. Okay. Let's go into the book of Mark 14. Book of Mark 14. Let's go. Mark. This is Mark. This is Mark. The book of Mark, chapter 14, verse 55. Now, when Yahushua was on earth, okay, when he was testifying, he was doing the ministry. You remember, he was in the flesh. He had the same weaknesses we have right now. Okay, he had to eat. Okay, he had to sleep. Okay, so he had to leave his throne to come down to dwell with men. Now he went out there and he picked his disciples. Okay, 12 of them, handpicked them. He taught these apostles who were then to go out there and go gather men. And how do you gather men? It's by going out there and teaching this word. Okay, this is the reason why we go on the highway and the byway, because some people don't have internet. Some people don't have the ability to get to these type of communication. So right now you have to go. You got to go where the people are, so that the people can see the teachers. Okay, and hear the word, and they can ask those questions and get edified. So Yahushua was talking, and here's the Pharisees them, okay? Because this is like Esau, and you'll have these jabronis that will come up here and I'll say, okay, you know what? Ain't nothing to walk up here and you talk about peace, let's join hands and hold hands. I'm going to say, okay, you want to hold hands? Do you want to hold hands with someone like who did this to you? I sure as hell don't want to hold hands. I shed tears for my native brothers and sisters. I shed tears for my Ishakar, for my Latino brothers and sisters. And I shed tears for all of my tribe, all the members of the tribe of Israel here. Okay? And we're ready to do battle. Okay? So we're not interested in holding hands with the so-called white man because why? The scriptures tell us not to hold hands and never to trust our enemy.
That's right.
Now here's what the Pharisees came into Yahushua, aka Jesus, and was talking to him. And the chief priest saw it, and all the council saw it for witness against, and I'm going to read it verbatim so that you understand it, against Jesus to put him to death and found none. Because just like right now today, you have them trying to come up with ways of calling us terrorists. They're trying to say that you know, they'll go and say the black Hebrew Israelite. But first of all, there's no such thing as damn black Hebrew Israelite. We are just Hebrew Israelite. Guess what? The so-called white man is a Hebrew also too. Because the so-called white man who is Esau and Jacob were twins. Yep. Okay? So that makes the white man and the so-called black man brothers. One wicked, one good. Okay? So that makes Esau, the so-called white man, a Hebrew also. But he's not a Hebrew Israelite. Why? What was Jacob's name changed? What was Jacob's name changed to?
Jacob was turned into
Israel.
Israel.
That's
exactly.
Right. Yeah.
And that's where you see the 12 tribes came from him, that lineage.
Yeah.
That's who we are.
Reuben,
the tribe of Israel. See,
Judah.
Esau is from the tribe of Edom. He's an Edomite, wicked. So he is a Hebrew. He is our brother, but he's not a Hebrew Israelite. So that's the reason why you see they go around and go black Hebrew Israelite, and they've set up some pony show cam guys out there with fringes and all that stuff out there to go do stupid, and some of these guys are strapped or whatever case like that. That's their business. Yahushua is going to judge them. So he said, for many bear false witness against him, but their witness agreed not together. Meaning what? What do you see going on right now? Are these doggone so-called white people agreeing with each other, or are they divided?
They're divided.
Okay? The Supreme Court struck down that mandate from Biden.
Yeah.
These different states, governors do not want to agree with their doggone National Guard to get that doggone to follow that mandate. So there's a great division. We understand that there's going to be civil war too here in Great Babylon. These Edomites are going to be killing each other. And that's why we warn you damn jakes, you so-called blacks, you so-called Native American and Latinos. Do not get into that voting system. You're not a Democrat, you're not a Republican. You're a Hebrew Israelite. Come back to your royal family. We are a royal family. We're just here in captivity, okay? We're prisoners of war. So yes, the white man has his doggone his feet on our neck for now. But we are going to have our feet on his neck for 1,000 years, and at the conclusion we're going to have the joy of rounding them up and burning them. And they'll be gone. And there'll be only 17 tribes now on the earth, okay? Because the Edomites are going to be the only ones that's going to be destroyed, because they have no salvation. It says, for many bear false witness against him, but their witness agreed not together. Okay, so they're divided. Okay? And there arose certain and bear false witness against him, saying, we heard him say, I will destroy this temple that is made with hands, and within 3 days I will build another made without hands. So they don't understand about spiritual building. Okay? They don't understand the fact that in the latter days here, men are going to be raised up. Because we were all out there in the world. I spent a good 40 years chasing after doggone Esau's money and his shit. You got guys, you know, chasing the NBA career, their NBA career, rap career, whatever the case like that. All sort of wickedness. You know, you might have even been in jail for a couple of days or a week or 2 weeks or a couple of months. You know, pull over by the cop, get your butt kicked. You've been in a gang, every damn thing. And yet still, the men that were raised up were those men who experienced those things. Why? You have to go through hell, okay, and understand wickedness in order to be a ruler. You cannot be a just man if all you do is just if you only experience good. If you never experienced wicked, you cannot be a just ruler. Okay? Now Esau, on the other hand, because he was given the kingdom by the sword, which is the reason why he has embassies all over the place. He has military bases all over the place. Okay? And everything he does is in the guise of peace. This is the reason why they're telling Kim Jong-un, hey, put down, you don't build weapons to defend yourself. They did that to Gaddafi, and what did they do? They assassinated Gaddafi because Gaddafi wanted to unite Africa because they have a lot of resources so that they can get rid of the petro doggone dollar. And so they went and they assassinated him. They built up this phony doggone thing to go against Saddam Hussein. So to do what? To get the oil. Yes, so you pay $6 a gallon for gas. So that makes absolutely no sense. So these people are so doggone greedy, and these are the men right here who control it right here. These greedy red demons, okay? They're red. See, Esau is red. That's the reason why I always say the doggone so-called white man. You're white? So you're trying to tell me I must have wasted a lot of money in college and doggone high school because this is white. Okay, show me white. I'll give you $100. Because there's no such thing as white, and I've never seen a black person. Now I've seen people who look a little bit kind of purple because they're really dark, boy. So that's one bet I won't play. That's one bet I won't place right there. Okay. All right. So let's go into the book of Isaiah. Let's go into the book of Isaiah. Here. We're going to go into the book of Isaiah. Let's go into the book of Isaiah 30, Psalm 1 and 3. Here. So we go. Now, this is talking about Israel. It says, woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, who you know is God and Jesus, that take counsel but not of me, and that take cover with a covering but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Now, each and every one of us don't know exactly what kind of sin that we committed in our previous life. Okay? So now you're in this life doing what? Okay? You're following this man and his wicked ways. Okay, when you learn the ways of the heathen, you're celebrating Christmas. You're celebrating Thanksgiving. You're celebrating what's coming up next, Valentine's, all of those different things. So this is a reason why when you're celebrating these things, especially people in prison, man, okay, because America is just not more than prison. All these states are all, these are just prisons. The border is just a prison for us. So how the hell you think you can match your lifestyle with the doggone heathens that had you in captivity for 4 centuries, okay? This is why brothers right now are broke as hell. You get the sisters out here, okay? When I say sisters, I'm talking about the so-called black, Native American, and the Latino sisters. They don't even look at you unless you take them out for steak and lobster, okay? Unless you have a nice flashy car and all this other stuff. Where the hell you can get that if you're a damn prisoner in captivity? So they're spoiled. Now, if you go back in the 70s and 80s, there was a time they used to talk about, they used to try to propel the first black man went up in space. The first black man this, the first black man that. What has been the talk now for the last 20 years, especially in the last 5 years? The first black woman. Why? Because Esau is using the same strategy he used back in the garden when he was a snake. As a dragon, he's using the same strategy he used as a snake. You get to the woman.
Get to the woman.
And the women of Israel has destroyed the family structure. The women destroy Israel. These women, look at them. They're wearing pants. Why are you wearing pants?
They're beasts.
You're not supposed to wear pants, you females. Wear not that which pertains to a man, and a man should not wear that which pertains to a woman. It's an abomination. And a lot of y'all gonna get put to damn death. And I will not shed any tears for you. And they don't believe it. They don't believe it.
They like that.
But I'm gonna bring it out to you. That walk to go down into Egypt. And Egypt is another name for America. Babylon, Great Babylon, Sodom. Okay? Idumea, Chaldea. And have not asked of my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. And this place is nothing but shadow. This is the shadow of death. The valley of the shadow of death. This place is nothing but death. It perpetuates death. If you have 2 men that are going to be getting married now, which is an abomination, can they procreate and create children? No. But people will shake their head and go, well, as long as they love each other. No. The scripture said that they should be put to damn death. Egypt is if a man lay with a man as he lay with a woman, they both commit abomination, should be put to damn death. But you want to go with the status quo. Okay? The status quo. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. And there's great confusion here. There's great confusion. The men are dressing up like women, the women are dressing up like men. There's no order in the family whatsoever. If you're you got your woman want to call you a sweet guy. Because why? You're feminine. You don't want to be a true doggone man and rule your house the way a king's supposed to rule their house. Okay? Because you want to be the good guy, the nice guy. But the men of Yahweh Shemashai are not the nice guys. You see, there's going to be order. And you know when that order is going to start? When all hell breaks loose, and this happy-go-lucky life that you see people got going on right around here, when these troops are riding around here and these doggone tanks, and they're building that plan as we speak right now, okay? They're building that plan as we speak right now. If you don't believe in World War III coming to you, I hope when you look up and see that damn missiles coming on your head, you remember these words that came to you today. Okay? But there's going to be martial law. Okay? And these troops are going to be walking around the place. And you get people who don't know this truth and understand where they're at. They're going to go, I have rights. And the only rights you will have is the right to die.
At the end of that bullet.
Let's go into the book of Ephesians 4. I'm going to read verse 11 here. This is the book of Ephesians, and this is 4. Now, Yahweh Shem Shai, aka Jesus, God, in His mercy, has raised up certain men. Okay? And this is what He did. And He gave some apostles, and some prophets, and some evangelists, and some pastors and teachers, for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Christ. Yahweh Shai. What is edification? Edification is educating. Educating our people that the nonsense that you've been given, okay, in these churches, where they tell you kumbaya, let's all get along. Jesus, aka the so-called white man with his blue eye and brown hair, is coming back to save the entire world. If that's the case, then who the hell is the bad guy? I'm trying to figure out who the hell is the doggone the bad guy. If he's coming to save the whole world, you could be a wicked piece of shit. Who the hell is the doggone bad guy? You seriously want to you seriously want to invite a pedophile, murderer, rapist into your kingdom to share your inheritance? The so-called white man? You see, if you are so weak, man, you're so easy to forget because you think by hating your enemy that's wrong. Let me read to you what Yahweh Shem Shai said about Esau, the so-called white man, and Jacob, who's Israel. Okay? Let me read to you about that. Let's go into the book of... Let's go to the book of Revelations. Let's jump over there. Let's go into the book of Revelations. This is Revelations. This is Revelations 12, 17. Because we're right now in that stage right now, okay? We're right now in that stage. Now, no man know it when Yahweh Shem Shai is going to return. Who y'all call Jesus, he doesn't even know when he's going to return. Why? Because only the Most High right now knows exactly that day when he's going to say, go. Go and get him. He doesn't know. And we pray for that day. Okay? We pray for that day because we know that's us going into the kingdom. Now, you hope that you're part of the hopeful elect who's going to be saved out of that. But here's the book of Revelation. It says, and the dragon, who is Esau, when you look at Esau's empire, he went from that little snake in the garden, okay, who beguiled Eve, tricked her, deceived her, to this dragon, okay, this massive empire, okay. And the dragon was wrought with the woman, which is Israel, and went to make war with the remnants of her seed, which keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus Christ, or what you know as Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai. Okay? Now who's keeping the testimony? The men who are saying, who is going to talk and speak against, okay, homosexuality, the LGBTQ, who's going to speak against you, they're going women, okay, who wearing other women's hair in your head, okay, who's committing adultery, wearing attire that belongs to a man. You're not supposed to wear trousers. You're eating pork. You're eating shrimp, shellfish. You're not sticking to the dietary plan. You wonder why you don't have diabetes or you're so overweight and so fat and you're dying. Okay? So you're not keeping a testimony. You can play jingle bells all doggone day, celebrate Christmas, play all the harmony music you want. You're not keeping a testimony of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, who you know is Jesus Christ. You're not. So you're doing it all in vain. Go smoke dope, drink alcohol, and go commit fornication because you are wasting your doggone time. Absolutely wasting your time. You're not going to be saved. You're going to be given to the sword here in America and also the famine. Okay? Some very horrible judgment that's going to be coming to you. Now the men and the women that are keeping that testimony are the ones that are bringing out this truth, that are edifying the sheep, that are going on the highways and the byways, whether it's online or offline, and speaking boldly and proclaiming the gospel the way it is. Not what pastor, pulpit, pork eating pastor wants to give you. song and dance the way it is. Because if I told you, if I knew right around the corner there was somebody waiting to stab you to death, wouldn't you want me to tell you that no matter how bad that sounds to you? Like, look here, bro, you might want to go take this route here. It might take you a little bit longer. Or go this way, or you might want to sit here for the next 6 hours until that fool leaves. Wouldn't you want to know that to save your life?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, these fools are not even given that damn wisdom. And I'm not talking to these people here personally. I'm talking about I'm talking about the church in general. And the whole society of America, aka Babylon. They're not giving you that warning. They're putting you to sleep by telling you that this guy right here with the brown hair and the blue eyes and the brown eyes is coming back because he loves everybody. When in reality, he's coming back to create war against this wickedness and put this doggone king, put this queendom down and burn it to ashes. And your enemy who has done this shit to you is going to go into slavery for 1,000 years. At the conclusion, he will be put to death. But you don't want that. Why would you want your enemy put to death? You don't want your enemy put to death because you're comfortable. See, our standards right now as kings is if you got a little car, or if you got a little job, or if you got something to eat or a little place to stay. That's our standard. What if I told you you're royalty? That you men are going to have 1,000 women. The nation, the women of the nation, other nations belong to you. You're going to be living in palaces. Bill Gates ain't going to be nothing compared to the poorest Israelite in the kingdom. That's who you are. You are a royal family. And you've been deceived into thinking that you're nobody. And that's why they give you funky names like Mexicans and Guatemalans and African Americans and Native Americans. Because they don't want you to know who you are. This is your true heritage right here. You know, they used to go back in the 80s and go, you know, Afrocentric crap. They go, hey, hold the fist up in there, and you go, you know what's the greatest threat to the white man? Is an educated black man. Are you kidding? You're learning his garbage. How the hell you're a threat to him and he's teaching his shit? No, the greatest threat to the doggone so-called white man is that you understand who you are. That you are the biblical Hebrew Israelites. That you are a royal family. That he's the base man. He's at the bottom. There's 18 nations, and the so-called white man is actually number 18. Right now he's number 1, number 18. We are number 18 right now because this is our judgment. And out of the 18 nations, he's going to be the only one that's going to be put to death. So there'll be 17 nations or 17 tribes at the conclusion. Let's go into the book of Psalms. This is the book of Psalms. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 2, and it says, the book of Psalms, chapter 10, Salakia, the book of Psalms, chapter 10, verse 2, and it says, the wicked, in his pride, does persecute the poor. Let them be taken in devices that they have imagined. And who would you call the wicked? Who is the wicked? Who persecute the poor? Who is the poor? The poor would be the children of the tribe of Israel. Okay, the people that are at the bottom. The people, all of a sudden, this scandemic, it has the face of what? The so-called Negro, the so-called Latino man, and the so-called Native Americans. No data, no nothing to prove it. It starts out in China, but somehow, within a matter of 2 months, the people who are going to get this so-called Omicron or this so-called COVID is the face of the people who happens to be on the chart right now. Okay? He has persecuted us in a whole lot of ways. Who lost their job last year? Who became homeless? No, in 2020, I'm going to go 2020. Who lost their job? Who became homeless? Right now, they have about 40, 50 million so-called blacks and Latinos about to be put out in the street. They're in debt of upwards of $80,000 to $100,000. But what the so-called white man likes to do is he likes to tell you, I got it. I'm your God, I'm your king. You can stay in that house, okay? There was the one thing we used to always say in the military, nothing's for free. Not a damn thing is doggone free because he demands your soul. And that's the reason why you cannot do a damn thing without going and getting that mandate. Why can't they feed you without setting up table to do this to you? Why do they have these things all over the damn place and just feed? This country is supposed to be the wealthiest nation on the earth. But the only way for you to get something to eat is you have to come here and you have to do this. That's the wicked persecuting the poor. The three strikes law, who did that impact? Who did it impact?
The poor.
Okay? That means if you accused of taking a bubble gum, you're not going to spend the rest of your damn life in San Quentin. Who bought the drugs in your neighborhood? Do we own factories to build planes?
The white man.
Why is somebody telling you go back to Mexico? Why is somebody telling you go back to Africa? Why is somebody telling you like when they came over here on the boat and stole all of it? Because they're wicked and they persecute the poor. There's snares all over this wicked kingdom to keep you in the division, to have you turn your face against your own brother and against your sister, to hate each other. While you worship the damn same man that think nothing of hanging you from a tree, burning and castrating you. Do you know what they're doing to our people down at the border? To the kids? These old Edomites are doggone drinking our kids' blood. Sacrificing them. But you wouldn't care because you're comfortable and you can sleep on your bed tonight. But I'm here to tell you, you're going to get that judgment. Let's go into the book of, it's the book of Isaiah 31. And this is specifically talking to those who put their trust into this place. This is the book of Isaiah 31, starting with verse 1. It says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses that trust in chariots. And what do they call chariots? When you think of the United States military, you think that it cannot be defeated. Okay? Come with the best technology, I mean the latest of everything, okay? Yeah. And trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel. The Holy One of Israel. You are from the tribe of Israel, so you look at the Holy One of Israel. And who is that? Neither seek the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Ashai, who you call God and Jesus. Okay? It is important that you understand and know the true name to call in the day when Esau, the so-called white man, goes out and fulfill his promise to destroy and murder Jacob. Because he is going to do that. This is what you think they were mean then? If you know about 70 AD in Jerusalem, what happened? The prophecy came to pass. They were told that what was going to happen, that Jerusalem was going to be destroyed. And our people who were having a great time in ancient Rome, they did not want to leave. They wanted to continue to serve Caesar, enjoy their life. And what happened to them? They ended up cannibalizing and eating their own kids and killing each other, slaughtering each other. Those that escaped went to West Africa. Hence, right now, why they could use that and say we are African. No, we escaped. Those of us who need it escape. We are giving you right now this truth for you to escape, because this man is going to lock these cities down. He's going to send his troops out there. Okay, and they're going to hunt doggone dark-skinned people known as Native Americans, Negroes, and Latinos. You are a doggone target for this doggone so-called white man. And let me give you something with this too. Those that go down with them are going to hunt you too. The Latinos that love the white man, they're going to kick your door down and they're going to kill you. Oh, yeah. The Negroes are going to kill you. Okay? Don't think for one. I served a lot of these doggone niggas in the military.
Can't stand it.
And they love it. They have no problem taking a doggone M4 and putting a bullet in your doggone head. They have no problem with it. The United States military is murderous, filled with murderers. You won't believe the crap that they have done. They right now are sending out paperwork and asking people, would you be able to kill a citizen of the United States? And people are taking that yes box just like that. Okay? So if you think it's a joke, well, the joke's going to be on you, because we're giving you a warning. When they surround these cities, it behooves you to get the hell out. I will not be out here. Neither will none of the other thousands of brothers that are on the streets. We will not be out here. Our mission will be completed. Let's go into the book of 2nd Ezra, starting with verse 14. I'm there in the end. It's the book of 2nd Ezra. It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, starting with verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell in it. Now this is where it's going to get a little bit more for everybody on this earth. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hand. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the cause of their actions shall stand in their power. Right now they have something called the war against the unvaccinated. Those that refuse to bow. Okay? They've been creating this division. See, remember, the so-called white man does not take responsibility for his mess. So he's looking for a way out. And that way out is going to be this. That way out is you so-called blacks, Native American, Latinos are the cause and the blame for the collapse of the economy, for all the great diseases, and all the crimes in this place. And if you don't believe it, go talk to an Edomite. Why the hell the Edomites are not coming here? Why the white people aren't coming here and sitting down in a doggone park like the rest of us? Were they better than us? What, they too good? Why aren't they sitting down there and telling you how to build your portfolio up? Because they see us as animals. They see us as animals. And you are an animal if you don't have this truth. Because you will be in that state of disbelief, in that state, okay?
You'll be their pets.
Of being deceived by Esau. And it continues. For there shall be sedition amongst men, meaning division, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings or princes, and the cause of their actions shall stand in their power. These Edomites, these so-called white people, are going to turn against their kings. They're doing it right now. It's just a matter of time when these so-called white people run out of their savings and their 401k, because they can't get a job right now unless you go and do the mandate thing before you see them get up. Okay? See, now they're not like us. See, they don't turn their guns on each other like that. No, they can turn their guns and they can take your ass out first. They can be going up to the Capitol. Okay? Because see, this is the only country where all the citizens are armed to the teeth with weapons and have no discipline. Nobody's ever been hungry. Who here has been hungry? I don't know what hunger looks like. Nor do I want to find out what hunger looks like. But we're going to find out. Okay? And a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Now listen to this. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. So if you have food, your neighbor is going to come and take your damn food from you. You better believe it. You better damn believe it. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So at some point in time, Martin Luther King's dream is going to come to pass. Kal Halal, Yahweh Bashim, Yahushua Bashim, Rakakadash, they put that doggone coon to death. I love it. I like to replay that over and over and over. They put that damn coon to death because he was a single factor in leading our people into this BS that we're in right now. Let's join hands. I have a dream that one day little niggas and little crackers gonna be holding hands together like that. No, don't hold hands with them. And they put that damn coon to death, which was great. They should do it again and again and again and again. I absolutely approve of that. But he was spoken about in the scriptures that he would come about and do that. And what happened right there? What happened? The men started becoming feminine. The family fell apart. Drugs. Because you want to be like the rest of these doggone heathen nations. Okay? But see, his dream is going to come true because what? See, this judgment that's coming to Babylon is going to fall on everybody. It doesn't matter what tribe you're from at this stage. So the only thing you need to concern yourself with is, are you part of the hopefully elect who's going to be saved? Does it mean that you're going to get a full meal every day? No, but you're going to be preserved because you would understand the truth of what's going on. You're going to know when you see these tanks coming around here and they're telling everybody to get up and move, or they come up with these doggone buses to grab you and put you in these doggone, to take you to these internment camps. Oh, I'll bring this out. There was an article that came out and they did this vote. It was kind of like a survey. And they said 55% of Democrats would approve, or if you do not bow down to the mandate, meaning get that job, to put you in internment camps, okay, meaning prisons, okay, to take away your kids, to have you wear a device to say social distancing and all the other stuff like that. It's in the scriptures that they're going to take away people and put them in these prison camps. There are 10 famous zones right here as we speak. We bring this out and we show it to you. This is real. Many of the brothers who are out here served in this man's military. We are trained soldiers on the Esau. We are now servant of Yahweh Shai. Okay? We understand how this man works. These are real. These are doggone real. And if you don't think these soldiers are going to kick you in your head and stomp your little babies in the ground, okay, so that they can get that doggone retirement that they're promised, you better think again. Okay? And Jake, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are in the military in this National Guard here in California, they are prepared to beat you into oblivion and put you to damn death. You better believe it, okay? Let's go into, I'm getting near the end right now. Let's go into Ezekiel, the book of Ezekiel 25 and 14. It says, now, here's the good thing about it. 2/3 of Israel is going to get put to death. The majority of the Hebrew Israelites are here in Great Babylon, America. Okay? Now, when Yahushua returns, he's going to send his angels to go and gather his elect from the four corners of the earth. So they're scattered. But the majority, if you are here in America, you are here for judgment. You are here for judgment. And your judgment is either going to be A, you're going to be killed by the sword, which is now the gun or the knife. Okay? Starvation, the famine, which the sword matches with that too, because people will kill you for your sandwich. Or the beast of the field. Y'all know this man experimented with a lot of doggone beasts, right? They got some exotic creatures they created, okay? But the Most High created some special ones that he's going to be putting out here. Not to mention the operation and stuff you're going to be seeing in the skies and all the other stuff, okay? That's why it says manhattan's going to be failing them for the things that they're going to see. The people are going to believe what they're going to be seeing, okay? Now it says, this is Ezekiel 25 and 14. It says, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, said the Lord God. Why do you think that he's going to lay a vengeance on Edom by the hands of his people? What do they do? How do they put Jesus to death? How do they put Yahushua to death?
Because he was bringing the truth.
They hung him from the doggone tree. Just like how you see they've been hanging us. See? Isn't that what they do to us? Okay? Now, what they don't tell you, huh? Yeah, they do. See the thing about it is it's not even a color thing, because it's a tribal thing. He's a Native American. We're not the same color. None of us are the same. We got brothers who look just like a doggone Edomite who are out there teaching it, who are teaching. Okay? This is a tribal thing. This ain't no color thing. So this is the reason why we bring the word out like that. I'm not going to go, gee, you're a white man, get out of here like that. Because you could very well be a damn Jake, and now I'm chasing a sheep, and I'm saying, hey, brother, you come here. Hey, brother, yo, bro. And that's a damn Edomite. That's a damn Edomite. A wicked-ass doggone nigga. He looks like one, but he's a doggone Edomite. In other words, he's a chocolate doggone white man, okay? Okay? So this is not about that. This is why we only deal strictly, and if we don't go on our own personal feelings and stuff like that. It's strictly from the Bible, from the scriptures. And it has to be broken down the right way, because if it doesn't, I can get in my vehicle, and the Most High can put me to damn death for deceiving y'all, just like that.
Yep. Don't add or take away.
Okay, and that happens. He can put you to death. All right, so we only go with the level that we are given at. There are apostles, priests, bishops, and those, and then you have teachers. So he's going to bring out that fury with his people. Why do you think he's going to bring out the fury with his people? I don't know about you, but I want a piece of Esau. I want a piece of him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You hear that, Esau? I want a piece of you. I didn't say that to you many times. We all want a piece of you, man. Okay? You don't want to be my slave. You do not want to be a so-called white man in the kingdom and be my damn slave. I'm going to be real cruel to you. I'm not going to sodomize you, but I sure as hell going to kick your ass every damn day. We ain't going to hang you, because we can need you to build it. You can build the heavenly kingdom. See, people think when Jesus come back, he's going to snap his finger, and just like that, heaven is just going to fall out the sky, and then it's all good. No, you're going to work your ass off. Yahweh Shai took 6 days to build the universe. Well, you think That's why when it says 1,000 years. Okay, because millions upon hundreds of millions, if not billions of people are going to be working their ass off 6 days a week, building the kingdom. That's why there's going to be streets of gold, because you can be in there. The so-called white man, they can be in Bill Gates' grandkids, can be inside there chopping them damn gold in a gold mine, chipping away right away. Man, pulling all that stuff out to build our streets. Because we can have our rest. We build his kingdom. We build his kingdom. Now, we were shown mercy by having a yoke of iron taken off our neck, but we build his kingdom. So guess who's going to build our kingdom?
He is.
Exactly.
That's right. Reverse the situation.
The Most High is not going to come here and just go, snap. All right, Israel, walk inside there. That's 12 gates, and, you know, no. He doesn't like lazy, man. Okay. He's always going to work his ass off for 1,000 years, man. They can die, come back to life again. The same way we did, man. All right? But he's going to lay vengeance. He's going to use the 2/3. All these gangsters, cholos, whatever the hell you want to call them out there. The worst of the worst kind. People you don't even want around you. And he's going to use them. See, they've been putting guns in our communities and all that stuff and having Jake them kill each other. They've been having the Latinos and the blacks and all of them killing each other.
Shout out, good boy.
You know, putting guns and putting all that stuff. But guess what they did? That's a snare. That's why they're going to get caught up in this snare, because what they've actually done is they've actually trained Jakes them. See, Jakes them now cold as hell, man. They just kill with impunity. So when the food shortage come like that, Jakes them going to get in groups of gangs, and they can go into these doggone nice suburban communities where these Asians are so relaxed with their Lexuses and their nice car and a nice house, and these so-called white people sit down inside there. And guess what's going to happen? They ain't going to sleep. They're not going to sleep the same way when you live in the ghetto. You don't sleep because somebody's trying to cross your window to either take what you got, what little you have, or kill you. And they're going to experience that. And that's going to be part of that tribulation that's going to be going on here in America. And our people are very, very experienced at doing bad things. Okay? Let me close it out with the book of Daniel here. It's the book of Daniel. It's the book of Daniel 12. In verse 1 it says, now, you think Esau is going to go down that easy? Man, he's got robots. He's got robots and cyborgs right now. I mean, we see videos of these things and I'm like, wow, what? Right. So the Terminator is real. Okay? I mean, this stuff is real. No, these things don't walk like this, man. No, these things are moving. And they can run faster than you. 45 miles an hour? No, 5 miles an hour.
They're making women robots for the men.
Yes. Oh yeah. They're doing the women robots for the sex bots and all the other stuff. I mean, they got some things up there.
Crazy stuff.
So you're gonna see a whole level of wickedness that before the end comes that is just gonna blow your doggone mind. This ship is not gonna come out there to like destroy you. This is gonna be like the hell thing, the new hell thing. Oh man, I get bad. This is the reason why Yahushua said, you know, he would even fool. And I'm paraphrasing here, that even the very elect would be fooled, would be deceived if they were not created not to be deceived. Why? Well, all of us have aching pain. I got bad ache all over my body. And this guy's coming up with a chip that can just have these microbots that can go in and cure all of that. That can cause somebody who's not part of the elect to go and go, you know what? Man, I've been suffering 30 years with this. Give me that. And that's how this is going to be presented. Something good. Remember the snake, how did the snake go to Eve? He didn't go and bite, he didn't go, even smooth talk. How does Esau go and deal with you? He smooth talks you, man.
Yeah, he kissed ass.
Man, nobody can talk more, look here. Nobody has game when it comes to sweet talking you than Esau, than the so-called white man. Boy, they got game, okay? They good. And I know this from experience when I was out there in the world. Man, they got game. They can turn around. Oh, don't worry about it, okay? I got you, okay? Just come here tomorrow. You know? They're good.
Justification.
Oh, they're good. So let's close out here. Because although everything is going to get horrible for us, Daniel chapter 12 and 1 says, at that time Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was there since there was a nation, even at the same time. And at that time thy people should be delivered, everyone that should be found written in the book. I'm going to read that last part here. Because it's important that you understand this last part. And at that time, that people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. What did it not say?
The people delivered will be found in the book.
Only in the book. So if you're not in the
Lamb's
book of life, you're not going to be delivered.
No.
Okay? So is all of Israel going to be delivered?
No.
No. 2/3 is going to get put. Is going to die either by the beast of the field. Okay.
The damn
The
scouts.
beast of the field, the famine, and the sword, or the lake of fire. And that lake of fire is when all these countries shoot all their missiles, including the chariots, and America becomes like a Berlin lava. Okay, that's going to be uninhabitable.
Jeremiah 22.
That is what's going to be happening right here. So today I took a different form. I went through precepts, a lot of different precepts to go on the various topics on it, because we're at a time right now where there's a lot of great deception. We're in a time of turn it up. You've seen a lot of deaths going on right now. Okay, you've got this issue that's going on right now with the Medes, with Russia right now. That's being built up. Okay, and we understand that World War III
It's on its way.
Okay, it's not going to happen until this happens. But the thing about it is, this is actually happening right now. So we're in some scary times, and a lot of our people are walking around with their heads in the ground. They think it's okay.
Amen.
They think if someone set up a table, it's okay.
Amen.
They don't understand the fear. You see, it's easy to go through life, the Broadway of life, when you don't have to take responsibility for your actions, when you don't have to be accountable for anything. You eat what you want, do what you want, and as long as you comply with a wicked devil, the same man that is going to be put by Yahweh Shemi Ashai to put you to death. So who you think the devil is? The devil is the so-called white man. That's who's going to put you to death. Because he knows he has a short time. So does he care? No. More and more people are going to be judged. Kids, women, and especially the men. And that's why there's going to be 7 women to eat to a man. Because man is going to become like a doggone gold. It's going to become gold. Why? Yahweh Shemi Ashai does not want man sagging, drugs, not following his laws. He's raising up man, spirit soldiers. Okay? So, Lord willing, you are all edified. Thank all of you for coming out here. Lord willing, Yahweh Shemi Ashai spare my life. I'll be back out here next weekend. Okay? So with that, I'd like to close out by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the teachers, elders, and apostles from Great Millstone. Also to you brothers out there that are putting on the truth faithfully, fearlessly, daily, feeding the sheep. And also to you brothers and sisters that are tuning in. Shalom, TTA, and Abba Soon.